everyone. I just make this video because I'm giving my opinions on the whole Vic Mignogna case, and well, a group of kick Vic people like, oh, he lost, get over it. No, just Vic, the judge technically never found Vic guilty of any things that the rest accused him of. The judge didn't go around saying he was found guilty, nothing whatsoever, because their so-called evidence has been debunked multiple times by multiple people. Yeah, like for example, Monica said, oh, the hotel that we were staying, it has a patio. Then sometime later on Twitter, she said it has a balcony. No, she said she has a balcony, then it was a patio. And that's kind of a red flag. If she was abused in the hotel room, she would remember things. And then named Stan Darlin, this is the witness she chose herself, nobody else. And Monica said, oh, Stan Darlin helped me, came to Vic's room and helped me. Stan Darlin even stated, no, that did not happen. If it had happened the way she was doing it, saying he would remember those events. Because why? People ask, hey Stan, is this the hotel you book for the set things that she was saying? He said, yes, that's the hotel. There's even said the hotel does not have a patio or a balcony. None of them has it. And he even said if her story was true, he would remember, and he would back up Monica's, not Vic. He just comes out, and the people attacking Stan for saying, oh, he was at the door. He knew where he was at the time. Stan even stated he did not know where Monica was. He did not know where Vic was, because he even stated if Monica was abused, she would tell Stan what happened, and he would stop inviting Vic or Monica, because he keeps inviting them every year since 2007, and she came out 2019. Stan even said if she came to him first, he would inform the police and tell the police what happened. Oh, she's like, oh, she's too scared to go to police. Yeah. Even the police even stated, if your crime was happened, reported, we can write it down, everything, and check everything's legit. If a crime happened, it happened, and we'll take the person away and so on. Yet, for example, Monica's ex-boyfriend flew a 16-year-old girl and her mom to Las Vegas and forced the mom to give consent to the marriage. He married a 16-year-old girl. Yes, Monica thinks that her ex-boyfriend married a 16-year-old girl is okay. She thinks grooming people who she know, like her ex-boyfriend, is okay for grooming girls. I just like to point out that Monica's ex-boyfriend got arrested and on a sudden list. Yes, Monica's ex-boyfriend got put on a list. He was found guilty of grooming a 16-year-old girl. Think about it. And she thinks, and she's engaged to Ron Toy, who is a well-documented wife beater. He was found guilty twice, and he was recorded that he was threatened to kill his ex-wife, her husband, her 7-month-old child. Yes, Ron threatened to kill a 7-month-old girl, threatened to kill a judge's family, because he won't get his way. Both judges found Ron guilty of committing family violence and put a protection order for a year to not contact them. People can easily go to the court filings in Texas saying, even showed Ron, you are found guilty of committing family violence, and yet no one came forward and charged Vic with so-called set crimes, because nobody was stopping them to go to the courts. No, please, nothing. And yet there's photos and videos of Monica giving Vic a hug, kiss on the cheek, in public, with all fans can see, and it is like, I can easily say Monica doesn't seem scared, because if she claimed that Vic done these bad things, she'd be running the other way and informing the cops, or bring Vic to the judge and said, hey, he done these things to me, do something. Real victims don't go around bully other real victims. Real victims stay together and use one story. Keep repeating the same story every single time. Hey, this happened to me. This happened to me. And well, like Monica keep changing her story. No, this happened. No, this happened. Oh, it happened to me. It happened to someone. No, it happened to me. It happened to someone. real victims don't do that. Don't forget Jamie Markey, who keeps saying, oh, he pulled my hair and said something sexual in it, say something sexual in my ear, and I don't remember it. And Vic was explaining, we don't see each other every single time we go doing voice acting in studios for animation. No, they see like every 6 months or whatever, like, hey, how's it going? Vic explained that Amy changed her hair every time they meet. They'd be like, oh, Vic. Vic's like, oh, Jamie, I like your hair. I like it nice. Jamie's like, oh, thank you. And yet, Jamie is so stupid, because if she felt so uncomfortable, she could easily say, hey, would you mind not touching my hair? Even Vic even said, if she said something right at the moment of his hand was going to play with her hair, she can easily say, hey, would you mind not doing it? Vicky could easily say, okay, not doing it, okay, fair enough. And in the deposition, they only use a video without audio of Vic doing this. He's like, oh, he admits of grabbing the hair and he admits pulling it. I seen the video of the deposition. He even said, that's not pulling. He's just grabbing the hair. It's like, oh, like playing like that. If she felt so uncomfortable, she could easily say, hey, stop. Or could easily tell someone what happened. But she can Vic and someone else, like a HR person, could easily talk down. It's like, this is what happened. Is this true? If part of it is not true, she could easily go, okay, probably this misunderstanding thing. Oh, it was part of an investigation of blah 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 blah. Well, that's the whole Funimation investigation is total bullshit, to be honest. And they're saying, Amanda Lee, she's fucking crazy because she's defending Jamie and all these bad things. She even told someone to get raped, tell someone end themselves, because this person had some seriously mental issues at the time. And she said, go on, do it. It was like people saying, whoa, stop doing that, because husband's parents could easily sue Amanda Lee for all these stuff. And she was kicked out many conventions because she got drunk in a birthday party of a 10-year-old or something like that. Or she took off her top dancing to a subtype of a penguin from a anime show, something like that. This 10-year-old kid's dad, who runs the called everybody, say, do not invite Amanda Lee anymore because she was drunk, and actually false flagging because she found out people saying she was drunk. There's actual video of her being drunk multiple times. And she also defends Jamie Markey's so-called joke about school shootings. Yeah, Jamie thought her joke about a sudden time events of American history is funny, and she's laughing at because her so-called friends, kids are in school, and her family members, who will be little cousins, thought it'd be funny if someone, brought in a weapon and finished them, and they will never see them again. And she thinks that's funny, and people defend her like, oh, that's a joke. People who are into dark humor easily turn around and say, dude, that's not funny. Sean Shamel, he cried like a bitch because everyone called him a beta Goku, because everyone like, this sound Goku, this sound Goku, because there's voice actors who done Goku before him. People saying, hey, those two multiple actors who done Goku did some better job than Sean did. And he's like, no, Goku is mine. I will do anything. He even admits about Chris Sabat's casting couch. And Chris Sabat, like, he's the bad of the horse. He's saying, because one voice actress came out and said, hey, Chris asked her to do something sexual. She said, no, she's not going to do it, because she has the balls to, like, hey, cut this shit out. Chris Sabat calls every employer that she was working, like, oh, she's done this, she done that, she done this. Chris Sabat's saying Vic is some type of predator. Yeah, turns out, yeah, Chris, do you get turned on by your own kids? And you forcing your so-called objections onto Vic? You sick bastard. And, all of them said, oh, Vic done all these things. It turns out, all of them who's accusing Vic all these things, it turns out they're the ones who are doing it. For example, and the ex-VP of Rooster Teeth got arrested a number of years back because he was found guilty of committing family violence, and the ex-wife went to the cops. She fainted in front of them. The cops brought her to the hospital, and the doctors informed the police there's some type of bruising around her body. She reported it. She even explained he threatened to end her life and the daughter's with his bare hands. She had the balls to go to the police and say, "This is what happened. Take him away from us." Now he's currently waiting for a trial, and I think he's in jail by now. And Shane Holmberg saying he literally met his wife when she was 16. She even admits of meeting him when she was 16. Shane Holmberg is a groomer. What a shocker. Emmett Plant also pointed out, Emmett Plant deleted his Discord page because he was asking of women's underwear and asking for sexual healing. Yes, he was asking other women for sexual healing and pictures of the panties. You sick bastard. He was like, "Oh, I saw Vic do this to a person. No, my wife saw this to the person." Going back and forth. And yet, people ask, if he'd done these things, why haven't you gone to the police or the con owner? He said, "No, there's videos and photos to prove it." When people asked the con even stated, "There's no reports, no photos, no videos, no nothing." This so-called person never went to the con owner because she thought Vic is being friendly, having fun with Vic. If she could easily say, "Vic, stop doing that." And Vic could easily say, because actual people came out and said they never saw Vic doing these things, because there's a long lines of people with cameras in their phones. Is like, if Vic did these things, they could have recorded of him of things while someone formed the police and so on, and give the so-called evidence to the cops, and Vic would be arrested and taken away. Or Emmett and Shane post their own address online because trying to be a big man with micro penises. Just like, "Oh, come at me, blah, come at me." With someone, if someone does check what time is it, they could easily say Shane Holmberg crying like, "Oh, police, help me, please, help me, please." People tell the police, they said, "Hey, this is what he said to it." People told him to stop. They posted their address online. We did not dox them. You could easily tell the police, "Hey, if Shane and Emmett keeps going the way they're going, they wouldn't be talking to you," or something. Besides that, if somebody decides to advise not to do it, but you think people are going to listen to me for checking your address online and going to it for the YouTube gods, I'm not responsible if they do, even though I told them not to do it. And even Emmett Plant decided to floss flag my old channel because at the time of this is my new channel, because he decided it's okay to tell everyone to floss flag my account because he thought he'd be, "Oh, he did not do it, I did not do it." There's actually Twitter that you showed, do this, attack people, false flag people. Emmett Plant, you post your address online, I can easily sue you so much you'll be crying like a little bitch. He posted like, "Oh, Vic Mignogna fans are spreading lies about me. I will fucking sue them." And it's been 4 years, and yet too much of a fucking pussy to go to your lawyer and get everyone personal information. Letters of everybody knows where you live, so advice, Emmett and Shane, don't threaten people because they will come back and do it to you 10 times hard. Oh, BT under pussy. That's his probably new nickname. "Oh, I was a Vic fan. I know he done these things for years and years. Now Monica put me on management on her Facebook, but I believe her." Does people came out and said Monica has been lying? There's actual evidence of her admitting on certain things and changing her story. BT like cries, a little bitch, blocks everybody like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna take the clean." He's a dumbass. Infamous. Kind of dox people as well to tell, "Oh, stop supporting Vic." Well, people doxed her, even though, and she cried like a little bitch, like, who can't, they infamous can't handle what she dishes out because she posted like a picture of her cosplaying on Instagram and her kid. She only posts, nobody knew what her kid looks like before she attacking Fick. And there's a video of her a number of years ago. She got kicked out because there's a photo of her talking to Monica. She got a pass, went to a con when Fick was there. The security found out. They looked at her like, nope, they kicked her out for those security guards. Good for them because, and she cries like a victim. Well, she's not a victim because real victims don't go around attacking people without any evidence and make up stories. Moscow, oh crap. Well, she's dumbest of them all because Monica, she started to kick Fick group and saying, oh, he done this to someone. She talked about the elevator. Oh, I felt so uncomfortable myself. No, I felt so uncomfortable on a other woman. Fick was bringing to his room. There's a high chance she wasn't going to her room. She was probably going the same direction as Fick. She was like, oh, keep changing her story, like that, back and forth, and the same. And she literally begs people for money for rent, food, a new couch, because she docks either Yellow Flash, I think, and saying, oh, I'm getting sued, give me money. Then turns out she used the lawsuit money, go to Comic-Con and go into this picture of like, well, Moscow, you should worry about making money, get a real job, and stop going on line 24/7. Oh, he done this, stop harassing me, but it's okay for us harassing you. Stop harassing us. No, people are not harassing you. They just pointed out how stupid all of your so-called stories have plot holes. There's actually no evidence of Fick doing these things to people. Even the key reforms even stated they actually found no evidence, even though they're so-called neutral in a way. Even said there's no evidence of Fick doing these things. No police reports, no court reports, no not done these things. No, the people kick Fick saying, oh, there's a photo of him in a college, in his school. It turns out this photo turns out to be photoshopped. The school they were mentioned back in the 80s. They even stated, never happened. We never had Fick. We don't even know Fick. And Fick wasn't on the payroll of said school because Fick was in a different school in Florida. And I think the school was somewhere in Georgia. So somewhere in the somewhere east, mid to west, somewhere, and Fick wasn't even, because Fick was teaching English or something like that, and they keep repeating the old stories. Oh, this happened, even though those so-called stories has been debunked multiple times, and they keep saying, oh, Fick lost, he is a convicted thing, even though Fick technically never was found guilty, and Monica and the rest technically never won because they never take any photo steps in the court system. Like they were never found in a jury. They were saying, oh, we must tell our story in the jury when they found out. When if Fick keeps going, if they won't keep going in the jury, it's like they have to explain themselves in front of people saying he done this, while Fick can easily deny it. For example, look at the Johnny Depp situation. Amber Heard lied, saying, oh, Johnny done this, Johnny done that. Johnny brought Amber Heard to court, provided evidence that Amber Heard lied. All the things she said isn't true. And look, Johnny won the case. And Quentin, also being another voice actor, won his case against a stalker who's extremely mentally gone, even though won the case, and he's going to sue her again because the judge told her stop going after Quentin. He's not your problem. If you keep going, you're going to jail. At the time of this recording, the Quentin trial is still going until further notice. I think she's the stalker is pleading guilty or something like that. Anyway, I think she's pleading guilty. Well, there's going to be a long video, and I think I'll be ending here. So, on the further notice, I'm more for like facts and evidence. If Fick literally done these things, they would bring Fick to court or from the police years ago. So, I even told Monica multiple times, I do not believe her because I don't believe Monica, Jamie, whatever. oh, and Kevin Edwards, who also lied about being put, he's saying, oh, I was being assaulted by Vic, and I reported it back in 2008-9. There was no files back then, Carol, and she's saying, oh, she's gonna bring her kids to Broly, not Broly, the new Dragon Ball movie came out recently. So, Carol, I even told you, and many people said, so you're gonna think our kid is a boy, you say? So, Carol, you're gonna teach your boy to end himself because he must accept people who falsely accuse him of said things that you're accusing Vic. It's a simple question. I bet she's gonna block me for this. Yeah, tough shit. Carol, you're not a victim. You never were. And she defends Jamie, as I stated earlier about the whole school shootings. Jamie thinks that Carol Edwards 6 feet under. Jamie thinks that's so funny. And Carol thinks is defending that. Well, Carol and all the kick Vic, well, not all kick Vic, because there's a small certain percentage of kick Vic believe what have brains that if Vic done these things, they should brought the evidence years ago and not waited for the Broly movie and stuff. Now I hope, forgot one thing. They also defended Damian Mills, who is a voice actor, admits raping a 15-year-old boy. Yes, Damian Mills admits raping a 15-year-old boy. And he was 20 at the time. And Ron even said, oh, he did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. Dude, he admits to it, and he bullied this victim to give his Twitter account to someone else to make saying, oh, these things never happened, saying. And Damian Mills said, oh, believe victims, believe victims, believe victims. While Damian Mills put a cease and desist order, and Damian threatened to end himself because this person won't stay quiet. Well, for the last time, that's my opinion on the Vic case. Technically, Vic didn't lose the lawsuit because Monica and the rest are too much of pussies. Go to the judge, to the jury, explain what happened. Because if Vic fought back, they thought Vic will... I think this is going to be this only video about the whole case. And then, bye.